What's up, guys? The keynote at GDC was Google. They announced Google Stadia. It is a gaming streaming service aimed at gamers, developers, and content creators. Obviously, it takes advantage of the Google applications like YouTube. There's no downloading. They started off by saying, you know, when you're watching a YouTuber play a game and you're kind of like, oh, I want to play that game. They used Assassin's Creed Odyssey as their example. They'll have a little button now at the bottom where it says play now. Wait, what's the catch? It sounds too good to be true to me. So I'm gonna sound really smart right now because, you know, Stadia runs at 10.7 teraflops per single GPU. And for those of you that don't know what flops mean, I will tell you. A flop is an acronym meaning floating point operations per second. And a teraflop is a million flops, or 10 to the power of 12 flops. The Xbox One X is only 6 teraflops, and the PS4 Pro is 4.2 teraflops. So in real terms, basically, Stadia is going to take advantage of your 4K HDR TV. That's going to run games at 60 frames per second, and you could plug or connect with any controller already existing for games, and they're also going to provide a Stadia specific controller. It connects through Wi-Fi. It's going to have a capture button, which is very similar to the share button on the PlayStation, and a Google Assistant button, which I thought was really interesting. When you're stuck in a place while you're playing a game, you know, this has happened to all of us, where we're stuck and you're like, I don't know how to solve this. You pause your game or you turn off your game and you go and you check. In this case, you're going to press the Google Assist button. It has a built-in microphone, so you're just going to say, how do I beat this part? And it's already going to know what part you're on, what game you're playing, and it's going to give you suggested videos, kind of like Siri. One of the features for Stadia is called State Share. When you're playing or you're streaming and you want to share that moment with your friend, they could come in and start playing exactly at the point that you started sharing. Sometimes you get stuck where you're like, I can't beat this boss, and you just want somebody to come in to, you know, beat it for you. I know I've done that before. Another one is style transfer. Apparently this has existed for a while now. They could take a piece of art and they could just plop it into their game. Like, it takes on that art style. Why wouldn't you just create your own? Crowd play. This works for multiplayer games. If somebody's streaming on YouTube, the people that are watching in chat, they could go to play, you know, play with the streamer. They will click and they'll get in line, basically. It showed on there, it said you are third in line. They don't have to share their username, they don't have to connect, or they don't have to log in and all that stuff. They're partnered with the Unreal Engine, Unity, the CryEngine, Havoc, Ubisoft, Improbable, and Stadia itself is becoming a development studio as well. They're calling it Stadia Games and Entertainment. If you've got Stadia, you will be able to play exclusives. Full cross-platform play. You will be able to play with anybody else with any other console. Let's say you have Stadia and you save your game on there, you could also transfer it over to your PS4 and you can continue playing it on there. If this kicks off and really does well, this could be the beginning of games going digital through streaming services. It might be popular in the beginning, but I don't think it's going to kick off until way later. Until 4K TVs become a lot more, like they drop in price. Maybe 8K TVs are starting to come out. Yeah, this has more teraflops than your PS4 or your Xbox One, but you need to have a really good TV, a 4K TV, HDR, and you have to have a really good internet connection. Google has their fiber optic internet wire. They've got to get their fiber optics out there. Really got to focus on everybody having the best of what this is made for. They said it's going to launch this year. They're going to have more information, they said, in the summer, so maybe E3. Are they going to be in E3? Maybe. They didn't mention any price range, any subscriptions, so they're probably going to announce that at E3, I'm guessing. Stadia is supported on laptops, desktops, phones, and tablets. Let me know in the comments down below how you guys would feel about a streaming service for games. So that's pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.